and welcome to Yoga Moments. I'm Janice, and today's flow is for our feet. So we're going to give a little love to those things that hold us up, and when you're ready you can grab a blanket or a thick towel. We're going to use it a little bit later, so you can set it to the side. And when you're ready, we'll come into our chair, find our alignment, and just see if we can even drop into our heart here. So yes, I know we're going to be, tending to our feet today, but just take a second here and check in with yourself. See how you're feeling. Maybe there's something new, maybe there's something feeling a little stagnant. Either way, just observe your breath. Maybe you lengthen the inhale, lengthen the exhale. Find that alignment with your pelvic floor drying up, navel in and up. Lift your heart, create that nice lift in the front body. And before we get moving too much, we'll put our eyes open, and we're going to just do a few circles here, leading with our heart. So, we're going to tend to the feet, but we're going to just warm up our spine a little bit so that we're not going to, put ourselves at risk. Maybe moving a cold body is challenging, so let's warm up. Really see if you can lift your heart up and out of your pelvis. If you haven't reversed your circle, go for it. And see if you can find what feels really good to you. So maybe just draw your heart space back, open your chest. Either way, take what you need, and we'll come back into our seated posture here. So from here, we're going to inhale, draw the right knee up. So you can draw it up as much as you wish or as much as you can, whatever's available to you today. We're going to make a nice little net with our hands by interlacing the fingers, and we're just going to hold our right knee, and we're going to draw circles with the right foot. Now, it's totally possible, we can draw circles, but I really encourage you, slow it down here and see how that changes the movement. So you might find some spots are more smooth, some are a little more slow to work through, but really see if you can articulate the movement. So it's often when we slow things down that we find new things, we discover things. And you can go the other way if you haven't already. You flex your toes up. And we're going to flex our toes. So I'm still holding my knee. I'm going to flex my toes up towards my knee. And I'm going to reach down through my heel. So really creating a long space in the back of my calf. And then I'll point. And I'm going to draw my heel up towards my knee now when I point my toes, just to see how that changes the movement. I might point and flex a little bit. Take a few more circles. And we're going to exhale, release our right leg. Inhale, draw the left leg up. Again, we're going to interlace our fingers, catch our knee. And see if you can keep this alignment up through your core. So we're not collapsing while we're doing this. It's a full body awareness, full body journey here. We're going to rotate our foot, slowing it down. You might find that your foot catches in a few areas. That's not uncommon, that's for sure. But we don't take a lot of time to tend to our feet, and they carry us everywhere. Whether it's just around the house or out with friends or dancing or to the store, maybe around the world. So a little bit of love for our feet today. And when you're ready, we're going to flex the toes and point them up towards our knee. Really drop that heel down, find that stretch in the back of the calf. Breathe deep here. So if you're holding your breath, shake it out. Your breath will always give you away. That might be just, because I'm a respiratory therapist as well, but definitely biased towards that. So you can point the toes, lift the heel up towards the knee. Find that stretch in the front of the leg. And then find what you need here. Continuing to breathe. And then when you're ready, we'll set the left foot down. I'm going to turn to the side here, just so you guys can see. I'm going to draw my toes in and kind of as far under my butt, my bum as I can. And it's almost going to be like if I were to sit on my feet. So I'm going to bend my toes, reach through all 10 toes. So really trying to get the pinky toes to the ground here. I'm just definitely engaging the back of my calf to do so. But it's almost as though I was going to sit on my knees like this. So if you can do this and it's available to you, go for it. If you're sitting up in the chair, then we're just going to tuck our toes underneath and kind of reach our knees down, reach our toes all the way down, reach through those pinky toes. And just see if you can feel that stretch and that engagement spread through the bottom of your foot. If you feel it, great. If you don't, great. We're waking up some muscles that we very rarely use, or are very rarely aware of. So, especially for people who are on their feet all day, this is a really yummy stretch. Alright, we can come back to center, bring our feet out underneath us, and we're going to come into standing. So again, pressing into all 4 corners of my feet, maybe I wiggle the toes here, and I'm going to create that entire lift with my body. So if you need to push off your chair or push off your knees, go for it, but see if you can create this lift. I know you can do it. I know you can start to create that lift. And we're going to find our alignment standing. So head over heart, heart over top of our pelvis. And we can bring our feet hip width apart and really press into all 4 corners here. And I totally encourage you, bend your knees, lift up from the arches of your foot, and shift your weight a little bit. So just notice the connection here that you're making with the earth and where you're making that connection. There's no right or wrong. We're just feeling it out, lifting our toes. Maybe you stretch your toes as wide as you can. And maybe start playing with, can you set down 1 toe at a time? Challenge yourself here. Slowing down that movement again. So really play, wiggle it. Lift your toes, spread your toes, and if you want to, you can even go for a walk. So just noticing where and how you're making the connection to the earth, and noticing if I push down just a little bit more and really engage those 4 corners of my feet, I actually start to come up. So play here. Find whatever movement you need, and then when you're ready, we're going to grab our blanket. I'm going to roll it into a little bit of a sausage here. And we're going to have to play a little bit. You'll know what's right for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set my toes up on the blanket that I've rolled here. So creating this stretch again in the back of my calves and lifting my toes up. Now you might find that, unrolling it a little bit is better for you. And if it is, go for it. Absolutely find what you need. Find what feels good in your body. So you're the expert on you. Trust yourself. If you need a chair here, you can always grab onto the chair. See if you can create this lift up through the body again. And continue to breathe. So deepen the breath. Feel the stretch in the backs of your legs and in the tops of your feet, bottoms of your feet. You can keep a soft bending your knees, 1 more big breath. And let it all go out your feet. So, stretching there. Now, if you have a yoga block, you can use it. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to fold my blanket, so I've got kind of a nice thick where, a little support and substance, I'm going to move my chair just so I have a little extra balance, and I can actually stand on this. I'm just going to move my heel off the back. I'm starting with the right side, and again, keeping this alignment in the core. I'm just going to step my heel off and reach down. I can bend my knees, but it kind of lets me move that stretch a little bit depending on where I'm playing. So you can play with both the left foot and the right foot. Find what feels good. Breathe. See if you can take one big breath all the way from your mouth all the way down the backs of your legs as you play here. Bend your knees, pedal it out, and maybe come up on your tippy toes here. We're going to step off. I'm going to bring the chair back, and just for a little added cushion, I'm going to open my blanket here. So I'm going to stand with the blanket behind me, and I'm going to take my right foot after I find my alignment, so giving myself that support. I'm going to step back, I'm going to turn my toes so the tops of my toes are on the blanket, and I'm not going to push down, but I am going to slide my hips forward, so I'm creating length in the front of my leg, especially across my ankle joint here. So breathe here. If you need a chair, grab the wall, tending to our feet. And I'm not so much pushing down, but I am really coming a little bit forward. Again, bringing awareness to my left foot and how I'm connected there. I'll bring it back to center, and we'll take it to the other side. So stepping back with the left foot, bringing our left hip forward, trying not to collapse into the right side of my body, but creating that lift, feeling that stretch across my left ankle. So a little love, a little tenderness for our feet. Come back to center. And we're going to come back into our seated posture here. So again, now I've just made another connection to my sit bones on the chair, as well as my feet on the earth. So just bringing awareness to where I'm connected and finding support internally and externally. And take a nice big breath in. Sigh it out. I'm going to slide back on my chair. If there's anything else you need for your feet, rock it out now. And I'm going to come into Sukhasana, or easy pose. Find a pose that's comfortable for you. I'm going to close my eyes here, just check in. I'm going to take 3 big breaths here. Noticing the sensations in my feet. And you can stay here as long as you wish. For those who have been following along, thank you so much. You can comment below, or if you have a request, let me know. We tend to do our best to fill those and bring you what you need. So thank you so much for spending this time on yourself and inviting me along with you. From my heart to yours, namaste.